If you had told me 2 years ago that today I'll be having business meetings with Alibaba Group senior leaders, or if my clients were multi-millionaires, or if my clients were the top 1% of coaches globally, I would have laughed at you straight up. Because why? Back then, I gave up on my business. I tried to apply for jobs. The only thing is, no one came back to me. You know, they say that one of the worst feelings on earth is when you know you have the ability and the substance to change people's lives, but for some reason, they don't take you seriously. I recall this one time I was in army. I was a third sergeant leading a section, and for some reason, my men just refused to listen to me. And just before a major exercise, I recall being called into my platoon commander's meeting. And as I walked into his office, I sat down on the chair opposite him. He said these words: "Caleb, it's not working out. For some reason, the men are not listening to you. We will have to remove you of command. Somebody else will replace you." And when I joined the corporate world, things did not get any better. I joined a career that wasn't playing to my strengths, and as a result of 4.5 years, I struggled to perform. And I recall there was this one colleague who always looked down upon me. And one day, we were having lunch in our meeting room, and I spilled some soup on my shirt. And so I grabbed tissue instinctively to dab it dry. And as I was dabbing it dry, I heard these words shouting out loud in the whole meeting room, saying, "Caleb, can you please ask for permission before you take my tissue?" She said it out in front of all the new colleagues. And that was really one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. I almost tendered my resignation that very day. So eventually I left my job, and I was quite naive. I told myself, "Caleb, it is time to be an influence because that's the only way you can really impact lives." So I went into consulting and training, and I worked for free at first, and I did amazing work with some of my clients. I also paid for Facebook ads, and I got many prospects that I met up. But every time I met these prospects, and they were almost on the brink of saying yes, the next day they will say, "Caleb, I'm sorry, no." And it was really frustrating because I knew that I could really help them, but they didn't want my help. And ultimately, no matter what I did, I was still a nobody and no one took me seriously. And in that 2-year period, I earned a total of $1,000. I was very blessed to have a very loving wife. And during this period of time, never once did she judge me. And that gave me the safe space to continue moving forward, to keep trying, even though there were days that I didn't feel like it. Another blessing I had was from this book called Story Brand. It's a fantastic book. And I was reading it, flipping the pages. It was as though this book was shouting to my face, saying, "Caleb, stop trying to be the hero. Let your audience be the hero instead." And just like that, my eyes opened up for the very first time. From that day onwards, I focused all my attention on using social media and offline strategies to shine the light on my audience. And my goal was very simple. I needed to flick a switch in their head from "Who on earth is Caleb?" to "I need to find out more from Caleb." And once I achieved that, it was a big turning point in my business. Within a month, I saw a paid men's image workshop. At the same time, I also got the attention of a senior advisor of the Alibaba Group who contacted me for collaboration opportunities. And lastly, within a period of 4 months, 12 speaking and training engagements just fell on my lap just like that, without me even trying. And this one I realized the cold hard truth. In business or as a leader in your industry, you need to be known, liked, and trusted. Only then will you have the right to influence and impact people's lives. Today, I have a community who really celebrates me and appreciates what I have to share. They are my biggest fans. I have changed how they perceive me, but more importantly, I have changed how I perceive myself, that I am significant and I am worthy. Today, life is so much easier. Firstly, I've been invited to the Alibaba convention earlier this year, where I was a VVIP, and I also got to meet key leaders of the Alibaba Group at business meetings. Secondly, I'm getting high-profile clients coming to me for branding work, and some of them today are influencers in their own right. And thirdly, I'm getting multiple training engagements just because there's just a strong demand for branding today. And to me, this is really a blessing considered where I've been in the past 2 years. But if you ask me what really brings me the most satisfaction, is being able to use this influence given to me to really bless other people. There was this one time where in a week, I raised $5,000 for an individual in great need of the finances. And another time, I raised $10,000 in 1 week for another family in need. And I recall as I was meeting them and passing them the check, I saw their faces, tears broke down. And during that moment, that's when I realized this is what life is all about. It's really about having influence so you can be a blessing to people, and that's what matters most, because you and I will be someone of greater significance. I'm now on a mission to help people fall in love with you and your expertise and take you seriously, because we know that that's the only way you can really change their lives and be somebody of greater significance. I'm Caleb Lau, always inspire, influence, and impact.